Welcome back to Wicked Auto. So if you're a returning subscriber, you can see that I changed the title. It's no longer Wicked F-150, Wicked Auto. Don't have the F-150. Can't do a channel about an F-150 when you don't have one. So we're just doing multiple vehicles. I know it's been quite a long time since I've done a video. I've kind of stepped away from it because of the IVF and all that we were going through. That whole process has been done. We dealt with the aftermath of, it not working and all of that. So let's get busy. So let's start off with the new vehicle. Just picked this up. 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X. So 22 is the first year for the AT4X. They did a refresh in 22 on all Sierra 1500s. They changed the front end a little bit, the interior drastically, which I'm actually really happy with. That played a big part in wanting a GMC. Then of course we have the wife's Durango RT with the 5.7 here. The AT4X is the 6.2. So this is the initial review, owner review of the AT4X. Let's get into it. So, as you can see, I got the desert sand color. That is what I was looking for, what I wanted. I wanted something different. I always have white or black vehicles. So, desert sand. Of course, in today's market, it was a pain in the ass to try to find. 15 different dealerships, 16-hour round trip to pick this truck up. Just did that Friday. So ride quality, because the AT4X is their beefed up AT4. It is supposed to be superior off-road capability. It does have front and rear lockers, the 2-inch lift from factory, 32s, which is kind of a rip-off. It should come with, at least 33s, but I would prefer 34s or 35s. But ride quality is great. So with the AT4X, you don't get the Rancho shocks that come on the AT4. Can't really see them in the front. Let's go to the back so you can see them here. See the shocks there? They are monotube multiple dampening shocks. It's something funky, but they ride amazing, even on the road. So I had to drive damn near to the Gulf Coast from Oklahoma City to pick this up. So I had plenty of time to, get an idea, an opinion of the ride quality through so much freaking construction, especially riding through Dallas. It was absurd how much construction they're doing. But all the horrible roads and the potholes and the uneven roads from all the construction, it rode amazing. It is a very smooth ride. With the F-150, before we did everything to it, the stock ride with the horrible bridge in Oklahoma City on 44 that they redid, it's not there anymore, but the ass end of the truck would bounce and wobble back and forth. It did not feel planted nor safe at all. This is stock, don't feel that at all through any of the horrible roads that I've already taken this on. It is smooth, it feels planted, it is a great ride. Now of course with those shocks it's supposed to feel amazing off-road as well. So as you can see, I've already hyper dipped the emblems. I didn't want all that red, so hyper dipped and then just peeled off the chrome. I did the same thing to the rear. This is the new interior. I mean, there's plenty of videos for it. I'm not going to go through an in-depth review of the truck itself because there's plenty of them on there. This is giving you an owner's opinion of the truck and whether it's worth it or not. You do get the mini sunroof. No panoramic available with GMC at the moment. What else? That's pretty much it. I mean, the seats are really comfortable. They are massaging seats, which is for driver and passenger, which is nice. I do like the different engine start to stop button. It's not just a little circle. I like that. It's just added thing. Hey, it's different. You know what I mean? The screen is very nice. I like how big it is. It is user friendly and it is responsive. I like the screen. All these buttons. It looks over the top almost, kind of busy, but once you're actually looking at it, it does make sense. They are easy to operate. Lane, parking sensors, auto start, which will end up being disabled. Tailgate, flashers, traction, hill descent, and then your 2 locker buttons. Ventilated, heated, air, auto, where you want it to come out, sync it, AC. It just got really windy here. Defrost on off. You get the second glove box up top. So this is a leather up here, but it's hard. It's not soft at all. Almost feels like a very soft plastic. It does have a 15-inch heads-up display as well, which is huge. I will give them that. That thing is sweet. So, review. So let's start this. So I have now, this truck had 114 miles when I picked it up. I now have about 800 miles with, driving back from getting this and going to work the last 2 days. So my complaints with this truck: the rear view mirror. It is ridiculously small. It feels like it belongs in a tiny little compact car. It should be, especially with the size of this truck, because it is a big truck. This feels and looks much bigger than the F-150. I guess it's just how it's laid out, but it does. It feels bigger. And we have this tiny little rear view camera. The rear view has the camera in it, so you can just look behind you, but it's too tiny. It's ridiculous. Let's take a look. Look at it. It's super tiny. All right, so I'm sitting in my spot. So you're right at my eyes. See how small that is? That's too small. Now, something else. So where I'm sitting, this is my seat position, right? The steering wheel is power telescoping. What's the other word? I'm brain farting here. It's power to adjust the steering wheel. So I have my seat where I want it set. The steering wheel is as far out as it can go. But my feet, I need to push my seat back farther because my leg's pretty bent still for the pedals. But I can't, because then I can't reach the steering wheel. So yeah, which doesn't make sense. My torso's, I'm taller torso than leg wise. So it should be vice versa. But they should have added adjustable pedals, especially at this price point. I get the massaging seats and all this nice stuff in here, yes. But you're still paying $80,000. You should be able to get adjustable pedals. So that way I could push them in and be able to sit here comfortably instead of having my leg bent more than it should be. So, complaints. What was it? Pedals, rear view mirror, the digital cluster. So, the digital cluster, it's a 12-inch digital cluster. There. I like it. It is very nice. It looks nice. I like the features of it. But the speedometer is on the left-hand side and the RPMs are on the right-hand side, which other digital clusters that I've seen, quite a few of them, they're all like that. So for whatever reason, it's a normal thing that they're doing, but I wish it was just like the normal analog cluster, to where the speedometer is on the right-hand side. And there's no feature in the cluster to be able to adjust it and change that yourself. Move the speedometer to the right. Cannot change it. That's just how it's going to be. Those are my only complaints, actually. The panoramic sunroof, some people complain about. I mean, yes, that would be nice. Absolutely. However, we're in Oklahoma. We had like 45 days of over 100 this summer. It was pure hell. That just would have added to the heat. Now, granted, I didn't have the truck at the point, but the heat would have just been horrendous. I'm okay with the little one. That's all I need. The truck is not that long wise, right? That you would need that full glass roof, right? The little one's fine. The air is great. So I've had a Ram, and the Ram, it was extremely nice. I love Rams, but the air conditioning was garbage. It did not do a good job cooling down at all. The cooled seats, they did work. They did work pretty well. No complaint there. I mean, well, could have been stronger, but they all can be, right? The air conditioning was awful. This one, the air conditioning is very good. The cooled seats in this one, they could be a little bit better. Of course, I haven't had to use the heated seats. Yesterday it was 90 degrees here, so October 2nd and 90 degrees. Love it. What else? The dust in here. So I detailed it interior the day so I got home Friday night. I detailed it Saturday morning. Interior wise, the exterior I just did today. Interior, because it was extremely dusty. And it's every new car I get, I have to detail it after I get it home. The dealership is always garbage at detailing vehicles. So I redo it. Everything was spotless and perfect. And it's already getting dusty again. Like by Saturday night at work. Now, I'm not riding with the windows down or anything like that because I don't want to get more dust in here. And there's still dust. Like, it's driving me nuts. Because I'm way too OCD about that. But what else? Oh, wireless charger. So the wireless charger is right here, right under the console. So it is actually pretty nice. Like, seeing the videos for this truck, seeing that, I'm like, oh, that is going to be sweet. You know, it's just perfect, the position of it, because it hangs out just a little bit. I'll be able to see if it goes off. It's just convenient right here, right? I don't have to put it up in the front underneath the infotainment center. However, it sucks. So every vehicle's wireless charger is different, right? They're different amperage to how fast they're going to charge, how slow they're going to charge, how sensitive they are to your phone. Some of them you got to take your case off, some of them you don't. So this one, it won't stay charging from here to work, which is half hour. I can leave it sitting there, hoping to charge it, and every 2 or 3 minutes, it'll disconnect and reconnect as it's just sitting there. I don't know what the issue is. I've taken the case off. I've flipped it around, upside down, everything. That's just how it works. So the wireless charger, not going to use it. I'm just going to have to plug it in, and that's just how it's going to be. This truck does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That is a plus. I know a lot of people use it. I do not. But that is a big thing, so you don't have to have your phone plugged in all the time to use those things. One thing I do like about the truck is the infotainment is Google operated. I like Google Maps. That's what I use. So I just logged into Google on the infotainment center, and now it has my stuff, right? That is very convenient. I love that feature there. Ooh, let's get back to gas mileage. So I said if I stay, because I set my cruise 71. That's where I keep my speedometer, right on the highway, of course. 71. Speed limit adjusts from my way here to work between 60 and 65, so I just keep it at 71, and that's as fast as I'll go. I filled up yesterday going to work. I got to work. It was 20.8 miles or something like that. Averaged 18.8 on the computer. Now again, it's not broken in. I have like 800 miles on it, so it will go up. But as soon as I go 75 or over, it drops. I'm talking like 15, 16 miles a gallon. It is rated 14 city, 18 highway. So, I mean, that's what I expect. I don't expect it to be great. Here in a couple weeks, I'm actually starting a new job, working from home. So I'm not going to be worried about the gas mileage. I'm going to enjoy the truck for what it is, which brings me to the mods. So what we have currently planned is, already did the emblems, the front and rear. Did the antenna, actually. So you can see that Did the antenna. I can't stand the long, big antenna. Well, it's 20, 22 inches, something like that. Nope. That antenna is actually right on. It's the same one I had on the F-150. I just got the one for GMC, and I got a 9-inch. I do like the look of this one. So the one on the F-150, the tip of it, it was slanted on one side, and it, again, OCD, it bugged me because I want the slant like backwards, right? So as it's driving, the wind would hit the slant, right? I think that just looks more clean. I didn't want to have to deal with that because it was a pain to try to get it to tighten as much as it needed to with that slant faced the right way. This one, no slant. I like it. I just did that yesterday. So, tint, hopefully, is being done tomorrow. I got window deflectors from my points for GMC for buying the truck. I got window deflectors. They should be here in 2 days, I believe. What else? Level the front. Now with that, that's probably going to be a while. So Rough Country has a level, which everybody knows I'm good with Rough Country. They've come a long way. Their quality is there. They have the level, but no, I don't want their upper control arms. Rough Country's upper control arms are for a 3.5-inch lift, which technically would be okay, right? Because this is lifted 2 inches from factory, and then the level is 1 inch and 3/4, so it would be okay. But they are aluminum, and I want to get bigger tires, so I'm just worried about it. I want to wait a little bit and see if anybody else comes out with different upper control arms for the truck. But then we're going to put on 34s, almost 35s, once the level is done. We are going to do an exhaust. That video, so I just ordered it today. Probably a month and a half, 2 months, because they got to build it. And of course, COVID shit is still going on. Oh, we can't get anything, all the parts, and it takes so long, whatever. So got to wait on that a little bit. What else? The Pulsar LT. I want to disable the auto start stop. I'll be able to change the tire size once the new tires are on. I'll be able to disable the DFM where the engine shuts down to 4-cylinder on the highway. I want to shut that off because, of course, these trucks are prone to lifter failure, and that's part of the problem. So I want to shut it off. I don't want to have to worry about that. Power amp steps, of course. I think that's it at the moment. We got light bar in the grill. You can just swap out that bottom fender grill insert and insert a light bar into it. I'm going to be doing that as well. That's it at the moment. As manufacturers come out with more parts for this truck, we'll see what we can come up with. But I hope you guys enjoy that I'm back. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification. Of course, since I'm doing this again, I'll be back to answering questions. Check out the Facebook page, ask questions, comment, like, whatever. I'm always down to be helpful as I possibly can. See y'all next time.